Hi, I'm Jessica Starr. I'm a somatic psychotherapist, a meditation teacher, and a shamanic apprentice under Heather Ashamara, who, among other things, wrote the Warrior Goddess book series.
I'm Courtney Stratton. I'm a total embodiment practitioner, and I'm also in my second year of my doctoral program in transpersonal psychology. So today, Jessica and I wanted to just get on and make a little video and talk to you about embodiment and what that means. Jessica, did you want to go ahead and start with your experience around embodiment?
Yeah, I think for me, the concept of embodiment, part of what is foundational to that is connecting with my felt sense in any given experience. So, what I mean by felt sense is, in addition to noticing the thoughts that might be happening, um, I notice physical sensations. I notice maybe where certain emotions are registering physically. And even I bring into my awareness things like imagery or gestures or impulses towards movement.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like those are the same things for me. And another little thing I'd like to piggyback on there is that sense of embodiment to me means feeling really at home in myself. So
Mm.
really inside myself and inhabiting my body. So that can look like really calling on my bodily intuition and wisdom when I'm making decisions. And also just having this felt sense of being in the world and wholly and fully engaged from head to toe, not just with my mind.
Absolutely. So what I was thinking is we could use this video to explore the concept of embodiment, but really drop it down into an experiential process. And in light of our upcoming Sacred Pleasure and Play workshop at Hope Springs Institute, I thought we could explore pleasure and play from an embodied perspective. So for me, when I think about pleasure, or when I take a minute to really connect to the experience of pleasure, what I notice, what pops up for some reason, is the image of a cozy blanket. And so when I stop to connect with that image and this idea of pleasure, I notice a settling that really starts to happen, beginning from the top and coming down. There's sort of this calming relaxation that happens through my body. And I also have sort of this impulse towards like a snuggle down and in feeling that happens. I'm curious, what's your embodied experience of pleasure?
Yeah, well, first of all, just watching you do that just made me smile. So that also was a little bit of a pleasure, right? Just to watch you really feel into yourself brought a sense
Mm.
of pleasure for me. And so I noticed that in like a smile in my face. And then I also had this image of the blanket too, as you were describing that. And it was curious because the blanket image is a particular color and a style of blanket that I don't have. So that was kind of fun to learn that about myself. But I had this sense of like, again, too, like you, that settling and it coming down into my body and like a, just a
Mhm.
feeling inside my body. And so as I'm thinking about our retreat coming up and the play and the pleasure too, I kind of just wanted to invite a sense of play in with the pleasure. And so I take a second and just shift gears and start to invite play. What starts to happen for me is my energy goes up, which is really interesting. I have these little like bubbles that start to
Mm.
percolate inside this image of moving my body, coming out a little bit, engaging you, moving toward you, being curious about you. And my body starts to lean forward and up.
Hmm. Yeah, I noticed the same thing happening for me. It's really interesting. The pleasure is a bit more down and in, and play absolutely feels like part of that has to be about coming up and out.
Yeah, so I'm curious for the people watching this video, what has happened for them just witnessing our experience with play and pleasure. And so, those of you who are watching this video, I encourage you, if you had a distinct experience or did not have a distinct experience around play or pleasure, and you're curious about it and you'd like to investigate it a little bit more, and also maybe feel more embodied and get into some embodiment with a group of amazing people, I want you to come to our retreat. It's March 5th through 8th in Peebles, Ohio at the glorious, amazing, beautiful Hope Springs Institute. So let us know if you'd like to know more. Thank you for your time.